What's up, guys? Mr. Fit to Flourish here, and today I wanted to talk about the $500 account challenge, where we are and where we're going. So we're technically on like day like 7, but this time I'm taking being a lot more cautious with the trades, and I'm gonna build it a little bit slower. I'm not gonna be as volatile as last time. We took $500 to $7,000 in the 7 days that I'm at right now, but I'm taking this a lot slower. I haven't taken really any trades. I took 3 trades, I think. I have 4 trades. 4 trades. Yeah, I think I took 4 trades, right? All very, very, very small size. And I want to show where we were at. So the first day we went from 500 to 531. And then I didn't trade for like 3 days because the market's been trash. So you have to kind of understand the market conditions, which is why I don't believe like people say, oh, like it's not possible to take 500 to like a million, and it is if you're a seasoned trader. It is because you know risk management, you know that you're really just looking for quality setups. But if you're a beginner trader, that's who I think most people are catering to when they say that, like, oh, if you have $500, like you can't take it to like a million, because most people who know how to trade, you have a margin account, you have more than 25,000 in your account, right? You know how to trade, so that's why it's they say the saying of like you can't take 500 to a million, and you really can't if you're someone who only has $500, because you're gonna be thinking about it like, oh, this is my last 500. You're gonna get cooked, bro. Like, so if you are doing the $500 account challenge, and you're a new trader, you need some guidance. You need guidance because you really can't take that far. It's because when you're a new trader, you're just looking for money. Okay. Anyways, so I went down the second day. We took we followed our action plan on like what we were gonna do, and it just didn't go our direction. And the stock pulled back really quickly, so the options ended up coming down pretty hard. So I went down $100 that day. So I was at like 427, 420, something like that, 430 or something. So then the next day we took IWM calls, and it went up $100. So it was a 25% gain using $400. So you can see that here on the screen. And then today I took QQQ calls at the open. So I'm not gonna show the plays. Before I was like showing the plays, but just if you want to see them, we did it live on the Discord. Everyone's in there anyway. So if you do want to see it, just write a comment below, and then I'll do reviews on the trades. So if that is something you want to see, write a comment below, and I'll do that. Otherwise, there is a link to the Discord for a free 3-day trial if you do want to like see how we pick these trades, our action plans and stuff. But all of that stuff is fleshed out here on YouTube too. Like I have all the videos on how we're taking these anyway. So don't want to waste too much time there. But currently, we're kind of hovering around 644 to 620 right now. I'm in a swing trade right now on the account, because this swing trade should double the account if it goes how I'm expecting it to go in the next 2 to 3 days. So we'll see what happens. But I'm hovering at around 620 to 640 right now today on the account. So that's where we currently are with the swing trading account. And then one thing that I did want to talk about is risk management, because I know some people are following, and you want to kind of know like, oh, well, what's the risk management? Well, the risk management is the risk management, and it's like you have to think about it as like, what are your goals? What are the targets that you're trying to hit, right? So this 500, we're just trying to take it really to $1 million bajillion. Well, what's the goal? How do I want to get there? Because there's not just one road to get there. So really, I'm looking for anywhere from 10 to 20% gains on a day-to-day basis when I do trade, because that incrementally will compound and grow the account extremely rapidly. So I'm not really worried about like, hey, are we going to get there in 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Because you don't really need to get there extremely quickly. If we get from 500 to a million in a year, that's still absolutely insane. But the whole idea of this is, we're looking at what we're working with, and we want to work with what we're working with. So essentially, what that means is like, okay, well, if we're always looking at this from a risk management perspective primarily. So if I'm going down, I don't want to go down on my account ridiculously. Okay, so if I go down more than 20% in a day, that's kind of crazy. So that's kind of where my mindset is on this account. And you always want to be looking at risk management and take profits as like the main 2 things that are going to, that's pretty cool. The main 2 things that are going to drive your account growth, because To be profitable, you just have to make more than you lose. So when we're losing, our losses need to be small. When we're winning, our wins need to be just bigger than our losses. It doesn't have to be ridiculous, but it will be. But it just needs to be bigger than our losses. So we have to cap our losses. How do you cap your losses? So one way that you can cap your losses every single day before you go into the trade, you really need to be making action plans anyways. And some people are like, oh no, 10% is what you need, 20%. Like, no. It's based on your action plan, your goals, and different things. There's a lot of different things. But basically, you need to go into the day understanding that if you hit a certain level, that's your risk tolerance. That's going to be your loss. A certain amount of red is going to be your loss. So for instance, for the $500 account challenge, I'm thinking, all right, when I start off with $500, I'm going to be putting in some risk. So I'm going to be trying to take some good trades. And my downside, I was like, okay, well, if I hit 100, and this is for me, I'm like 25% to the downside, that's fine with me. Like, I'm okay with that because I can just gain that back real quickly, obviously. So I think for me, that's my risk tolerance. And someone might say like, oh, that's too big. That's too big. I mean, for your trading style, potentially it might be too big for your trading style. Okay. And I'm not saying this risk is how you should be doing it. I'm saying that I understand how to manage my risk based off my trading because I've done all the documenting. And if you don't know how to manage your risk and you don't know how your trading is, then you're not documenting enough. Professionals practice until they cannot get it wrong. Amateurs practice until they get it right. You need to understand that if you're just trading to trade, but you want $1 bajillion dollars and you're not taking it serious, you're gonna get cooked because you're going up against professionals. Okay, it's like you join the NFL and you just play street football. Like, you're gonna get cooked. If you join the trading community, if you start to trade online, you're going up against Berkshire Hathaway. You're going up against JP Morgan. These companies that have AI and all of these tools, and they practice every day because they are professionals. They're going to practice until they can't get it wrong. Okay. Anyways, just understand who you're going up against. Come into the day with an action plan. And we talk about this in the Discord. You come into the day with the action plan. And then with that action plan, you need to know where is your downside on the chart. Okay. Where is your stop loss? And then is that stop loss in line, because we're trading options, is that stop loss in line with how much your risk tolerance is for the day? So for me, I'm like, all right, if I go down 100 in the day, it would have to be a really bad day to go down 100 on this account. And right now, like you saw, we're at like 620, 640. So to go down $100 is insane. So you need to stop trading after that. Even if you have money left in the account, stop trading, or else you might go on tilt and you might end up losing more. So having that risk tolerance in place, 100 might be a little bit too much, especially if you're a beginner trader. If you have a $500 account challenge, I would say like $50 to $75 should be your risk tolerance. And you really shouldn't be risking the entire account unless the trade is extremely good and the markets are extremely clear and it's an A+ setup. Okay. But just kind of wanted to talk about that for risk tolerance. In terms of taking profit, you need to understand what are my goals. So I think, personally, if you're making a 10 to 20% plus gain on the account in one day, you need to be looking at taking profit. And the reason is, like, some people are always like, oh, well, it might go to 1 million, it might go to a bajillion. Well, if you don't have targets on the chart, or if you're like not hitting those targets on the chart, or if you don't have targets on the chart, you kind of don't know, hey, like, are we going to get there, or where are we going to go to? So if you're making a significant change to your account, then you want to take profits. Okay, take profits, because it's not like today's the only day that stock is going to go up. And I tell people this all the time. Like, a lot of people have that mindset of like, oh, I need to make that money today. Like it's going to change their life and pay for all their bills. And like, bro, you're playing with $500 and you just made $200, which is pretty good for that specific account. But that $200 is not going to pay for anything. You might be able to get a I don't know, what can you even get for $200? You might be able to afford a good steak dinner, right? Like, you're not going to get anything with the $200, but you do have to appreciate the principle and the practice of, oh wow, well, 500 to 200, like, I just made 40% on my account today. That's insane. So imagine you have a $50,000 account and you made $20,000. You just made 40% on your account. So those numbers seem bigger. So at that point, you'd be like, oh, like, I'll take profit. Well, practice that now. Practice taking profit now. I just wanted to kind of go over that real quick. Risk management. If you listen to what I'm saying with risk management, and I talk about this in the Discord a lot, is come to the day with a action plan. And I have videos on here on YouTube. Just type in my, if you go into my playlist or whatever, type in like action plan. I talk about how to set action plans for the next day. And then once you're in that plan, remember, plans are conditionals. If this happens, then I do this. If this happens, then I do this. And that's how you trade systematically. You create action plans and you stick to them. And then if the action plan, if you take the plan and it goes wrong, then once you hit your risk tolerance for the day, get out of there and don't trade for the rest of the day, because that's it. Okay, you don't want to go on tilt. That's how you kind of systematically trade. And then when you want to take profit, is either you look at the chart and you're looking at your take profits, whatever. You could do whatever you want. I don't care. It's not my money. It's your money. Do whatever you want. You could do those stupid take profit TP1. Oh, we hit TP2. How those fake traders trade. Oh, we hit TP3. Oh, fake ass trades. But you could do that, or you can take profit when you're making significant changes to your account. You're up 30% on an account, 100% on an account, whether it's a $50,000 account, a $600,000 account, or a $300 account. If you're making a significant change to your account, you want to be looking to take profit, because today is not the only day that exists. The market is open almost freaking every day. There's going to be opportunity every day. Don't act like today's the only day, the end of the world that you could trade. Like, if you have that mindset, you're cooked as a trader. So anyways, it's your boy, Mr. Fit to Flourish. Hopefully you like this video. We're going to continue this $500 series. We're going to run it up to $1 million for real this time, instead of stopping at 7K and then just crashing out. We'll keep it going. It's your boy, and I'm out. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth.